So I want to talk to you guys about my kind of my future plans for adventure riding. I've been torn for months over what what kind of setup I wanted for adventure riding, man. I'd like to buy a new bike here in the next year or so, but I haven't been able to decide if I just wanted a new KLR, maybe a new DR. I've been back and forth between the Africa Twin, the 1090R, I mean everything. And the truth is, there is no do-it-all bike. We all know that. But I finally kind of had an epiphany the other night, sitting in bed. It's like, okay, my KLR is old. It's a Gen 1 99 that I've kind of Frankenstein together. And yeah, it's not going to be the most reliable for long trips. But right now, I just pretty much use it as a guest bike. But I have to be real here. I'm not going to be doing any single track on an adventure bike. So, obviously, I don't need something that can do pure single, you know, can do single track. That's like a DRZ 400 or something like that. It's just not necessary at all. But I also picked up that El Cheapo project, that $500 WR 450. So that gives me a bike. But if I had to do single track, but also need to get down the road, I could. So that gives me the KX250 for single track, the WR for single track, any trails, and road, short spurts of road. And then I have this 11 DR 650, which is pretty capable, and with a few suspension mods, could do most trails comfortably, and challenging, which is something else I want. But the seat's uncomfortable, so it's not, I mean, I can buy a seat, don't get me wrong, but this bike is not something I want to take more than 100 miles in a day, and it's also not something I want to double on, so at least not very far at all. And most of the time I'll be riding this, the girlfriend's going to be on her 250L, so I think I have everything from back roads and smaller covered. I mean, I have a huge fleet of bikes. I mean, more than I need, more problems than I really even want to deal with. But so if I do get a new bike, it might as well be something that me and the girlfriend can ride together, and is not going to be hard on it, not going to be chugging it, and something I can go long distances, carry luggage. But I also want it to be something, a relatively newer platform with EFI and everything like that. So that's pretty much narrowed it down from the 1090 to the Africa Twin. From the 1090, you know, between the 1090 and Africa Twin. Another crazy thing to me is, like, people are talking about getting like a CRF 450L when they come out. They're like $10,000. Cycle Cruiser just picked up a YZ 450 FX. He thinks he's going to do everything on. That thing was $9,500. Guys, I can't justify paying $9,500 for. I know it's a performance motor. I know it's a small light bike you can do a lot on, but it's still going to be decent maintenance. If I'm going to pay 10 grand, it's going to be for a bike that's going to last me 20 years. You know what I mean? And I feel like, I don't know much about the KTM, but I feel like the Africa Twin could definitely last me that long. And I've been obsessively poring over YouTube videos, reviews on the Africa Twin and the 1090, and comparisons and verses and everything. And man, that 1090 is super sweet. I actually have a local KTM shop here. Told me I could come ride one. I haven't found a place to ride an Africa Twin, but man, the 1090 is another couple $1,000s, and I really just feel like I may be more happy with my decision later if I went with that Africa Twin, man. I hate to say it, like, I would really love to buy a bike from my local KTM shop because the guys are awesome. But these twins are literally, from all the reviews and stuff, they say that even though they're about 10 pounds heavy or 10 pounds lighter than the 1090R, they feel about 50 pounds lighter. And that would be the perfect setup for me because like I said, I could double her, take luggage, but I want to be able to crush gravel. I mean, crush gravel roads, because I spend more time on gravel roads than anything else because they're everywhere. And there's hardly any cars on them unless they have to be. So, but I also want to be able to tackle some dirt if I need to. And from everything I've heard from the twin, you can do that. So I'm thinking it's going to be a twin. The issue is the twin's only been out, re-released since 16. So you can't find one used. If you do find one used, it's still $9,000. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep my eye open. I may have to start financing one, but of course, my dumbass, I pinged my credit to refinance my truck, and I had to put some property taxes on my credit card, and it bumped my score down like 30 or 40 points. I'm not even gonna try to get approved. My credit score is maybe around 650, 660 right now. I'm not even going to try to get approved for Honda financing until I get it up to around 700 on Credit Karma, because who knows what will come up on FICO. But yeah, if any of you guys have ever got Honda financing and have any idea what the credit requirements were, let me know. That'd be sick. I think the twin's gonna be it, man. Like I said, I got a 3-month-old right now. He's almost 4 months, and the most responsible thing as a parent I can do right now is get myself out of credit card debt and pay off a couple other debts and take some of the stress off us as a family. But as soon as I get that done, dude, it's gonna be an Africa twin, and I'm pumped, dude. I can't wait. This road is so much fun, dude. Until then, it's going to be DR, so I may just have to buy a more comfortable seat from Seat Concepts. I think they're like $300, so I'm dreading that. But you gotta do what you gotta do, and hopefully this thing will get me by until I can solve my Africa twin fix. Rough road, we don't care, dude. Look at these curves, dude. Basically, the last 2 years have been a huge fail. I've spent too much time working on customer bikes and haven't got to actually ride my own. That was mostly last year. This year, of course, we had Weston. So we had him right before summer, so we've had an infant the whole summer, and we've still got to do a lot of stuff, thank gosh for the grandparents, but we've done mostly kayaking and stuff like that. But this fall, man, we're starting right now, dude. I really want to put some miles in on all the bikes. I don't care if it's off-road, I don't care if it's motocross, I don't care if it's dual sport. Hell, if somebody handed me a street bike right now, I'd be freaking super pumped on it. I don't care, dude. I just need to stop talking about riding and stop buying and trading and fixing and flipping and doing all that stuff. I mean, I don't want to stop it completely, but I need to spend more time riding, man, because you only live once. What's cool is I took the street tire off the front of this thing that had bit me a couple times in the dirt, and put a dirt tire on, and I really don't feel any loss of handling on these roads, which is super cool. I got 3 of these old IRC used like dirt tires that are still DOT approved or whatever, and well, I'm just gonna keep swapping them out till all 3 of them are bald. Screw it, they're already there and they're already paid for. it out. A little bit of air. I'm going to do some pricing here in the next few days on doing the suspension. I can revalve all this stuff myself. That's what I do, but I'm not really sure what it's going to cost. I hate to put much money into revalving the DR when I don't even revalve my motocross bikes all the time. But I guess it's kind of different. This needs it a lot more. Maybe even some springs would help, because I bottomed this thing out in a freaking ditch. This road's pretty cool. It's there's a old cemetery out there at the end, which is pretty sweet.